alternative,
代案、代わりの。
alternative. She offered an alternative to the original plan. She offered an alternative to the original plan. Definition,
定義、
definition. The word's definition is important to understand its use. The word's definition is important to understand its use. Funeral,
葬儀、
funeral. The entire town attended the funeral to pay their respects. The entire town attended the funeral to pay their respects. Frequently,
頻繁に、
frequently. The updates are sent frequently throughout the day. The updates are sent frequently throughout the day. Rescue,
救助する、
rescue. The lifeguard jumped into the water to rescue the swimmer. The lifeguard jumped into the water to rescue the swimmer. Technician,
技術者、
technician. The technician repaired the computer quickly. The technician repaired the computer quickly. Aluminum,
アルミニウム、
aluminum. The new car is made of lightweight aluminum. The new car is made of lightweight aluminum. Mammal,
哺乳類、
mammal. Whales are the largest mammals in the ocean. Whales are the largest mammals in the ocean. Path,
道、経路、
path. The mountain trail is a narrow path through the forest. The mountain trail is a narrow path through the forest. Accent,
訛り、
accent. He speaks with a slight British accent. He speaks with a slight British accent. Debate,
討論、議論、
debate. They had a heated debate about climate change policies. They had a heated debate about climate change policies. Resolve,
解決する、
resolve. We must resolve the issue before the deadline. We must resolve the issue before the deadline. Wave,
波、手を振る、
wave. The children played in the waves at the beach. The children played in the waves at the beach. duty,
義務、
duty. It's our duty to protect the environment. It's our duty to protect the environment. Neither,
どちらもない、
neither. Neither of the solutions worked, so they had to try something else. Neither of the solutions worked, so they had to try something else. Temple,
寺院、
temple. He visited the ancient temple during his trip to India. He visited the ancient temple during his trip to India. Reserve,
予約する、蓄える、
reserve. They decided to reserve a table at the restaurant in advance. They decided to reserve a table at the restaurant in advance. Laboratory,
実験室、
laboratory. The scientists conducted the experiment in the laboratory. The scientists conducted the experiment in the laboratory. Repay,
返済する、
repay. She needs to repay the loan within 5 years. She needs to repay the loan within 5 years. Essay,
エッセイ、
essay. He wrote an insightful essay on the topic of climate change. He wrote an insightful essay on the topic of climate change. Comment,
コメント、意見、
comment. The editor left a comment in the margin of the document. The editor left a comment in the margin of the document. Wildlife,
野生生物、
wildlife. Wildlife thrives in this protected national park. Wildlife thrives in this protected national park. Ambitious,
野心的な、
ambitious. She is very ambitious and wants to become the CEO someday. She is very ambitious and wants to become the CEO someday. Current,
現在の、
current. The current situation is challenging but manageable. The current situation is challenging but manageable. Possess,
所有する、
possess. You must possess certain skills to work here. You must possess certain skills to work here. Possibly,
おそらく、
possibly. It's possibly the most exciting match I've ever seen. It's possibly the most exciting match I've ever seen. Chief.
主任、長、
Chief. The chief executive officer made an important announcement. The chief executive officer made an important announcement. Volume.
音量、量、
Volume. The volume of the speaker was too loud during the event. The volume of the speaker was too loud during the event. Angle.
角度、
Angle. Please adjust the camera's angle for a better shot. Please adjust the camera's angle for a better shot. Entry.
入り口、
Entry. He waited patiently in line for his entry ticket. He waited patiently in line for his entry ticket. Illusion.
幻想、
Illusion. The magician created the illusion of making objects disappear. The magician created the illusion of making objects disappear. Politely.
礼儀正しく、
Politely. She asked her boss politely for a day off. She asked her boss politely for a day off. Representative.
代表者、
Representative. The company sent a representative to the international conference. The company sent a representative to the international conference. Focus.
焦点、集中、
Focus. We need to focus on improving customer satisfaction. We need to focus on improving customer satisfaction. Lecture.
講義、
Lecture. The professor gave a fascinating lecture on ancient history. The professor gave a fascinating lecture on ancient history. Interpret.
解釈する、
Interpret. It's important to interpret the data accurately. It's important to interpret the data accurately. Trend.
傾向、
Trend. Social media is shaping the latest fashion trend. Social media is shaping the latest fashion trend. Prime.
主要な、
Prime. Exercise is a prime way to stay healthy. Exercise is a prime way to stay healthy. Gently.
優しく、
Gently. She spoke gently to calm the frightened child. She spoke gently to calm the frightened child. Participate.
参加する。
Participate. Many students participate in after-school activities. Many students participate in after-school activities. Vague.
曖昧な。
Vague. The instructions were too vague to understand. The instructions were too vague to understand. Absorb.
吸収する。
Absorb. The sponge can easily absorb the spilled water. The sponge can easily absorb the spilled water. Master.
習得する。
Master. It takes years to master a musical instrument. It takes years to master a musical instrument. Bleed.
出血する。
Bleed. He began to bleed after cutting his finger on the sharp edge. He began to bleed after cutting his finger on the sharp edge. Install.
設置する。
Install. The workers were hired to install the new equipment. The workers were hired to install the new equipment. Circumstance.
状況。
Circumstance. We were stuck in a difficult circumstance. We were stuck in a difficult circumstance. Artificial.
人工的な。
Artificial. The flowers are made from artificial materials. The flowers are made from artificial materials. Monitor.
監視する。
Monitor. We need to monitor the patient's condition closely. We need to monitor the patient's condition closely. Implant.
埋め込む、移植する。
Implant. The doctor will implant the medical device during the surgery. The doctor will implant the medical device during the surgery. Nonprofit.
非営利の。
Nonprofit. The nonprofit organization helps provide clean water. The nonprofit organization helps provide clean water.